right. Okay, we're back. Welcome, everybody, to the final hour of trading here with your buddy Uncle Bruce on Stock Markets with Bruce. Nice to have you here. It is January the 11th. It's Tuesday, and we're seeing the follow through of yesterday's very strong close in the markets. The follow through of we're seeing fairly successful presentation by the chairman of the Fed, Mr. Powell, and the stock market going. We're better off being buyers today rather than sellers, and so there are more people bringing cash into the market because there's a lot of cash that's been taken out of the market the last 3 weeks. There's a whole ton of cash coming in now. And this is going to continue for a while yet. Of course, companies that start releasing earnings results and give us earnings surprises, their stocks will definitely take a pop. We're up 175 on the Dow, 175 points on the Dow Jones market right now. That is about the high of the day. We're up 37 on S&P and 198 on NASDAQ. I think those are highs or close to highs of the day as well. Now, think about this. The NASDAQ is up 1.3% right now, and it eliminated a 2.7% loss from midday yesterday. So from midday yesterday to where we are now, the NASDAQ has shifted 4%. Think about that. The market's only up 1.3 from the close, and that was just 6 points over the break-even line for NASDAQ yesterday. But we continue to add to this. This is significant. This is a major 4% move in prices of NASDAQ stocks. Well, I guess we could say the NASDAQ took its run up in the last 2.5 hours yesterday, 3 hours maybe. So in 3 hours, it moved up, and now here we have towards an hour to go, the rest of this move. So this is 4% plus improvement in the NASDAQ. It's very good. It's very good. S&P is up 0.8% and the Dow is up only 0.49. Even with the Dow up 175 points, the Dow is only is about a third. About 30% is effective right now. It should be, let's say, 500 points higher, 480 points higher if the Dow were to match the performance of NASDAQ. So that's how far behind the Dow is not performing. The Dow should be performing much higher percentages. Now, can it catch up in the last hour? Yeah, kind of. It could. NASDAQ could falter a little bit, and the Dow could kind of come up and close the gap. But it's about 0.46 to 1.3% differential. So the Dow has got to really up its game by like 300 more points to match the performance of NASDAQ. So the money is going into high-tech, higher multiple stocks, definitely into the FANG neighborhood without question. Now, stocks that we are following, we are seeing stuff happen here too, and I'll cover kind of those and also the others. Rocket Lab is now at a 1096. Now, that's not as high as we've been. The high of the day, 1102, which is 6 cents from here. It's only 6 cents higher. But 1.2 million shares on Rocket Lab, up 51 cents right now. Thank you. Hold up here or go higher. That would be great. 1402 on SoFi. We've been watching all day. Can it hold the $14 level? Can it get to the $14? Well, it's been in this neighborhood now since 11:30. So yeah, the answer is yes. 3-4 hours we've been up here. 21 million shares. That is not heavy volume. We might do 30 million. Maybe we'll do 30 million. This is not heavy buying on SoFi. But it's encouraging that we're up 65 cents on not heavy buying. It didn't take 50 million shares to get it here. It's not taking a lot at all. Give me some volume interest from people who are going to get. I think we're going to get people who are going to realize that SoFi is going to release another blockbuster set of financials in this quarter coming up that they're reporting soon. Just like the last quarter. They surprised last quarter big time. They're going to surprise this quarter. And analysts who 6 months ago, 8 months ago, 9 months ago predicted, SoFi would do this and then SoFi would do that and SoFi would do that. They were wrong last quarter. They're going to be way off again on this quarter from what they predicted 9 months ago. This thing is way ahead financially where the street thought it was. But the street doesn't know it. And the street isn't getting that message right now. The street is not getting that the SoFi is like half of where it should be right now, just on its fundamentals, because its fundamentals are improving. They still think that it's trading at a high per sales multiple and all this stuff. They're forgetting, or they're not getting it. I don't know. It's just me. Maybe it got to be me. It's got to be me. They're not understanding the performance of this corporate entity, and of course, we all talk about everything else, including the big elephant in the room. Yeah, the bank charter. Okay, 1404 on SoFi. The low of the day was 1325. This morning's opening, the high day 1414, only a dime away from where we are. 21.3, 21.4. GameStop back to $130 a share. It's 130.80. It's down 35 cents. It bottomed out around 132.30, somewhere in that 127.39 level. I take it back. It actually hit 127.39 first thing this morning in the first 30 minutes of trading. Then it ran to its all-time high today, 136.80, which is around 10 o'clock. Then it came all the way back to 132. Then it went back down to about 128. Now we're at 130.80. We're down 35 cents, and we're coming on, not like gangbusters, but we're just coming on now. So maybe we have a gain coming on GameStop. Matterport, 1669 is the last trade. It's up 81 cents. It has been as high today as 1730. So it's 60 cents from here, been higher. So I'm a little disappointed that we've given up this much. But it's at 1670 right now, 6.4 million volume, 1570 the low. That was right at the opening. Then it went straight up by 1 in the afternoon, hitting that 1730 high. Couldn't hold 17. Now we're at 1670. But it has had a good couple of days. Back on this is the 11th. So yesterday morning, we were at 1513 yesterday morning. So we've definitely turned this thing around with $1.60 from, or something like $1.50 from there to here. Okay, $1.50 even better. Go Matterport, go. ME is at 611. We've been going down for the last week, or the last month, I should say. We've been going negative. In the last week, we were in the high 670s range. We got down to, we were as low as 571 yesterday. We're at 612 at the moment, as of this today, right now. So ME 612 up just a nickel today. Spire, this one has been the all-star, or one of the two actually. Spire now is sitting at 301. Now it bottomed out at 264, 265. The low was 262, and I think that was yesterday and today. But we started down there first thing this morning. First 20, 30 minutes, nothing going on. It was at 260, 265, and nothing was happening. And then from 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock, all hell broke loose. It went from 260 to 265 to 313. Took a shot. And we've been holding 298 to 310 ever since. It's just been not straight line completely, but it's been just up here doing this, just doing this. Volume 2.75 million shares. That is substantially more than normal. Good to see it here, but boy, have we got a long way to go to really recover this thing. This thing has not recovered at all. This could still be wiped out in the next few days with more selling. This stock needs this kind of volume day in and day out to break it out of its funk. And where could it go? Easily to 10, but it's got to get. It's got to give us a reason. I mean, the street is going. Okay, here we are. We're up 36 cents for you. Why are we up here? Why should we continue buying this stock? You give us a reason that tells us. Now, there's a launch tomorrow with Virgin and all that. That's not enough. That's great. It's wonderful. It's one of many. There'll be others. Super. Great. Fantastic. What else? I don't know. I'm wide open to suggestions. Anyone at Spire wants to give me a call. Say, hey, Bruce, we notice that you talk about us all the time on your show. We really love it. You're like the PR. You're a public relations dream. Here's some information for you that you can talk to your viewers about. No one calls me. I'm left all alone. I don't know. ATIP 302. This thing this thing. This stock was down to 288 today when Spire went to 318. And I thought, wow, they're leaving it behind. I mean, ATIP is going to be left in the dust here. Surprise, 2 o'clock this afternoon, the stock hit 305. ATIP 305. It's right now 302, up 4 cents. So it was actually up 7 cents today already. It's still holding a gain. 622,000 shares, nowhere near the 2+ million that Spire's doing. I'm happy to see it here, but I'm not happy enough. We need more, and we deserve more. And well, we'll see if there's more coming. But obviously, whatever selling came in on ATIP stopped, and it ended. And this market has improved nicely. We're tied. Spire and ATIP are both at 301. Now, they can both go to 1301 and 2301. You guys would be rich, and you'd really like me a lot. So I'm motivated. I like to be liked a lot. SmartRent, 816, last trade up 91 cents. That's the other big winner. The SmartRent, big winner, big time. 91 cents. Hey, man, it's a 12% gain today, just like Spire. Volume of 1,021,000 shares. That's all right. We don't have any serious news. There was a business update of some kind. It says here, January 11th, Scottsdale, Arizona. I'll read this for you. SmartRent, a leading provider of smart home and smart building automation for property owners, managers, developers, home builders, and residents, today provided an operational update and preliminary unaudited revenue for the year ended December 31. And in advance of scheduled investor meetings. Operational update from SmartRent. Units deployed for the fourth quarter and full year 2021 were approximately 51,000 and 167,000 respectively. Okay, so for the fourth quarter, 51,000. For the year, 167,000, increasing by approximately 69% for the fourth quarter and 100% overall compared to the prior year periods. Units booked rose 42% to approximately 84,000 for the fourth quarter and 95% for the year to approximately 219,000. So they've got units booked up to 219,000, and they're only actually deployed in 167,000. So they got 50,000 units that they have to put their system into because they've got orders for it. So you can just see this business is really going. Increased customer base by 62% year over year from 142 to 230. We're talking about multiple units, 230 multiple units. This is huge. Completed acquisition of IQ, a smart home technology company which adds 16,000 deployed units and 100,000 committed units. The acquisition is expected to contribute approximately $2 million in ARR during 2022. I don't know what ARR means. For the year ended December 31, 2021, the company expects to report total revenue in the range of 106 to 109 million, as compared to our previously announced range of 100 to 105 million. They've upped their guidance. That's a good sign. Lucas Haldeman, LH, Chairman and Chief Executive Officer, stated, we closed the year on a strong note, exceeding both our 161,000 unit deployed target as well as our revised revenue guidance. Supply chain headwinds notwithstanding, we achieved record growth in both revenue and units deployed while scaling our operational infrastructure to support the demand from our growing customer base. We look forward to providing a full report for 2021 and the outlook for 2022 in the coming weeks. Now, this is what GameStop should be doing. This is what Spire should be doing. This is what ATIP should be doing. This is exactly what these guys should be doing. These guys need to follow these people. This is how you do this. The company expects to provide a full operational and financial update, including guidance for the full year 2022 when it reports fourth quarter and full year results in March of 2022. So in the next 2 months, we're going to get the really good news that this is already telling us in much more detail. And watch out. This is good. It's good stuff, man. This baby is hitting 88 miles an hour right now. This is good stuff. I like it. There's a whole bunch of additional info on this announcement here, talking about what they do, how they do, what they do, what they're all about, doing what they're all about. 816 on the stock, still cheap, up 91 cents. Great. I'm a happy guy. It's at just about the high of the day. Don't stop now. This is exactly, now I'm looking for analysts and bloggers to pick up on this and write their buy recommendations on this stock. This stuff is ridiculously cheap. All-time high 15.14, all-time low 7.10. This morning's low 7.30 a share. This company is at record revenues, upping its guidance, and it's at 8.16 a share. This is a joke of a price. So there you go. Smart and beautifully done. Man, could ATIP and Spire and ME and SoFi and Rocket Lab and GameStop, could they use these guys' guidance on how to talk about what's going on? Boy, that would be a refreshing change for some of our stocks. Cyxtera down 37 cents, by the way, to 11.20 today. Very quiet there. As usual, volume on Cyxtera is 160,000. The Dow's up 189, S&P's up 41, and NASDAQ is up 211. Spire holding at 301 right now. All right, other stocks we are following here. AMC down 39 cents. Robinhood up $1.02 to 16.62. Vanek Vectors up 6.28 to 303.55. Home Depot up 14 cents at 387. IBM only down $2. This stock is at $132.97. Let's round it up to $133 to be generous. It's at $133 a share. It was $127.97. In other words, $128. It's come back $5 intraday. In the first 20 minutes, she dropped right down to $127.97, and it's been a slow rise ever since. It's coming all the way back. Did any of you listen to me this morning when I mentioned, around 128 a share, you could buy some in-the-money calls here. These 100s, 105s, 110s might be a good deal to pick up some of these cheap in-the-money calls and get ready to write call options, poor man covered call options on your IBM. Somebody asked me about Kendall. I said, no, forget the Kendall. Go with the IBM. I wonder if anybody took me up on this. I sure hope some of you did. This has been a day trade opportunity for sure. Dow Jones, like I said, up 179. Microsoft up $1.37 at $315.64. It was down to $309.89 today. It's come back $6 and plus $6.50. Nice. Apple this morning was 170.83. It's now 174.76. Looking good. The breakout happened at 10:30. It took off from the low 170.83. Took a shot for $5. Just like that. Beautiful run on Apple. We're back, baby. Tesla down 69 cents. Nothing going on here. Bed Bath & Beyond up 30. BlackBerry up 41. Royal Caribbean up 221 to 82.13. Someone was asking me yesterday, what kind of puts should I be buying? What kind of puts should I be looking at? Do you have any specifics? I don't have any specifics yet. Got to look into this a little further, but I'd be looking at, very close to the money puts here is where I'd want to be, and I'd want to have some time in my hands here. I'll tell you, I'm amazed that Royal Caribbean is at $82. I'm just shocked. The amount of money they need to raise this next year. They need to raise another $5 billion because they got to roll over old debt. And then 2 years from now, 3 years from now, the amount of money they have to raise to roll over all the debt they took on in the last 2 years. That's going to be, I don't know. Goldman Sachs, 402.85, up 368. Goldman doing great. Like I said earlier today, we haven't even moved yet. Like this stock could reach 420, 425 on a pop because of anticipated earnings. I think next Monday or Tuesday we get the earnings from these guys. And they're not going to be lousy. So be wary if you're writing calls. Be ahead of this thing. Stay ahead of the stock. Your in the money calls are going up in value. Great. And you if you buy back your calls that you short-term calls, and then you sell your long-term calls and buy new long-term calls that are $10 or $15 higher, and just keep following the market. You can play all kinds of games here, but right now, let this happen. But keep ahead of that stock price with short-term covered calls. Cisco up 44 cents to 62.26. The all-time high was 64.29. That's $2 away from here. So keeping an eye on writing 63s and 64s for Friday. Always stay ahead of this stock if you're writing short-term poor man covered calls. Way to go, Cisco. What else? Amazon is up $71. Facebook up 6. Alphabet up 23. So those are some of the big stocks we're following right there. You can see why the Nasdaq is up 198. Apple, Microsoft, Google, Facebook, Amazon. They're all, yep, indeed. The Dow up 176 near the high of the day, up 39 on S&P, up 200 points on the Nasdaq. Oil up 323 to 81.46. The oil market is ridiculous. This is not. I don't believe this is reality. I really don't. There's no shortage of oil. Anyway, just what can I tell you? $2.99 right now on the Spire. We're up 34 cents. $3.50 on $3.50 on the ATIP. Matterport 1660 up 72, and GameStop down 97 cents. SoFi holding 1402. Rocket Lab 1094 up 48 cents. Smart Rent up 97 cents at 822. That was a beautiful presentation by Smart Rent today. That was brilliant. Middle of the day, during market hours, didn't bury it in the aftermarket, didn't bury it in the pre-market, came right on the middle of the day and said, here's what we're doing. We are exceeding our numbers. And this is a glimpse at our year end. Here it is. Here's a peek right here, a little peek for you right now. Other stocks could follow this example and do well by it. Boy, I'd love to see that. Okay, what can I say? Shez, Bruce, hello, Bruce. I bought 5 IBM $110 calls today. Yeah, I bite my lower lip, giving you guns. It's like Yoko's playing in the background. Nice job, Shez. That is awesome stuff. Just sit tight. Don't write any short-term cover calls right now. Just sit tight. Let this run continue. And as these shares roll higher, you will eventually start to write short-term calls against these contracts, and you're going to do very nicely indeed. Oh, I love this. Little report. I don't know if any of others of you were able to do it. I hope there were others who were able to scoop up these IBM contracts. That would be fabulous. Really, that's really good. All right. A sign is telling me that the UBI the index, the all-time low was yesterday, 878. It's now sitting at 916, and a month ago it was 1113. So you can see how far we have yet to go to reach, or levels we should be reaching at. So the UBI is a little higher today. We'll take that. Hopefully it'll just keep right on going. Interesting. What's going on there? Okay, let's go. Okay. I'm just going through some of the comments here. Just don't mind me. Let's see. And it's going. What else is going on here? Don't know. Okay, let's move on. Coming on further up here. Okay. Yeah, a Chicago Transit Authority, a minority. I'm thumbs up number 126. Thank you for those of you who are hitting the thumbs up button, letting me know what number you are. It's telling me how many I've got going here. I appreciate this. Thank you for giving us thumbs up. Richard is saying, Bruce, here's a donation for you, $4.99. Hi, Uncle Bruce. When is the next Matterport lockup expiration? And do you expect a mini sell-off once it comes? I believe it's within the next week or two. I think we've already had the sell-off because of this. This was announced a little while ago. So I don't know if there's anything more behind it or not. I don't know if that'll really bother with the market. 1658 now, Matterport up 70. But again, I can't tell you whether the stock, will dip on any kind of additional releases or not. We'll wait and see. Let's go. Thank you, Bruce Shez. Way to go, buddy. Let's go. Yeah, here we go. And yeah, Erica, we know all about this. You're talking about the Virgin Orbit launch. That's tomorrow. We know about this, and there's more coming. So that's exciting stuff. And let's see. And here we go. Average analyst rating on tip ranks for Matterport, $33 a share. It's the average rating by analysts. Uh, Fighting for $17 seems insane. Yes, it's trying to get to half of its actual value of what it should really be at. Half. It's trading at half off. 50% post Christmas year end sale on Matterport. I'm begging you guys yesterday, buy 1250 calls. Buy deep in the money now, 1250 calls, and enjoy the ride higher, because you're going to be writing calls against those calls, and you're going to make a ton of money. It's not easy. Not easy. Bruce, did you miss where they included Spire Global? Well, they I know Spire is I got satellites on that announcement. I know that. We did talk about that. Let's see. When you get assigned uncovered calls, when does it happen? It happens at the end of the day. You'll be notified overnight, or you'll have a cash balance sitting in your account the next morning that you've been bought out. Let's see. Yeah, unbelievable. Matterport, so cheap. GameStop down 77 to 130.38. SoFi at 14.02. I think the average on SoFi is $26 or $28 or something like that. The average analyst, it's about half. It's trading at half its value. I know Rocket Lab has higher analyst ratings than it's trading at 10.95. ME at 6.11. I think it's got over $10, $12 calls on it, as far as analyst calls on it. 298 on Spire, 301 on ATIP. Smart Rent 820 up 95 cents. 821 up 96 on Smart Rent. Go. The lockup period on MTDR will end on Jan 18, 2022, apparently. Let's see. Yeah, Gendo, sell them now. Just get out. Get out. Sell them. I've been begging you guys for weeks to sell your warrants on 6 shares. Get out. Sell it. Take your money and do something else with it. Please and welcome. Thank you. Okay. Scully says, Uncle Bruce, the Virgin thing was 30 minutes ago, not tomorrow. I thought it was tomorrow. Isn't there... anyone want to dispute that or comment on it? I thought it was tomorrow. Anyway, where are we at now? We're up 180 on the Dow. We're up 39 on S&P, and the NASDAQ is holding a 197 gain. Wowee. Never a dull moment. Let's go. Just doing what I can with what I got. There we are. And okay. And what is this announcement here? Is there an announcement here? Am I getting something? Yeah. The Virgin Orbit launch is Wednesday, tomorrow. Okay, that's tomorrow. So there you go. Between 1 and 3:30 Pacific time is the anticipated launch tomorrow. Okay. All right, cool. Make it happen, please, and make it successful, please. And well, let's just see what what we get from it. Fabulous, man. Fab. All right. GameStop 130.04, still down $1.11 on the day, waiting for it to do something good. Okay, let's go. Let's see. There you have it. Okay. Yeah, it is tomorrow. Austin is saying that the average analyst rating on tip ranks for SoFi is $24. Average analyst rating for ME, $11.50. Spire, $7.20. ATIP, $4.75. I'm not looking at COXT. I'm still mad at it. Okay. There you go. Fair enough. You're allowed to be mad. It's okay. You can be mad. Anybody can be mad. We have a John Bickman. It's been a member of this channel for 4 months. Thank you, John Bickman, so much for your longevity here. I really appreciate it that you've been with us this long. That is Fabulous. 158 thumbs ups from all of you so far. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Very kind of you to be here for that. Thank you. And yes, indeed. Thank you for joining us on this show. Those of you who are subscribers, those of you who are chilling with Uncle Bruce members, and also now Gold Bagel members, thank you all for being part of this group. This is the new logo, Gold Bagel member. We're trying to figure out. I have to work on this. Hopefully, I can do this today or tomorrow. I can figure this out. Is there a way I can get that bagel beside your name if you're a Gold Bagel member? I'm trying to figure that out. I don't know if that's doable, but we'll see. Anyway, that is what we're kind of trying to figure out here. There's work to be done. I got all kinds of logistics on that logo still to work out, but I like how clean that came out looking. It looks pretty good. And again, thank you, those of you who are Gold Bagel members, because you are now entitled to catching an investor alert, a Gold Bagel member investor alert every morning, sometime between roughly 6 a.m. 7:30 in the morning. You get an update, sometimes a little later, where I give you a heads up as to what to look for today and what kind of options you might want to be looking to buy back, or whatever you're going to do. And then also Wednesday nights, 8 o'clock prime time. Your buddy. I'm live at 8 o'clock Wednesday evenings for Gold members only. It's an open Q&A show. And there you have it. Thank you. And there you go. Jendo, I'm out. Way to go. Yay. Okay. And let's see. Yeah. Austin says, I sold Sexterra and then it popped to buy, and it popped. I bought Spire and it dropped. Long story short, I suck. And Uncle Bruce, I just bought Class 8. Will it come to my email? I just bought Class number 8. Will it? Oh, I see. If you're not getting a link to number 8, send me a private email, and then I'll send you the link back. Okay, it'll be after the show, and then you're on your way. Okay. Thank you, Michelle, for that. Larry is clapping. We have 28 minutes to go for the day here. First of all, you don't suck. Is that when you drop 50K on Spire? Auntie Robert, the 26th looks like a good day to get in, maybe laughing out loud. So anyway, thank you. Those of you who are taking classes on my website, stockmarkerswithbruce.ca, to learn how to write call options, how to do poor man covered call strategies, all kinds of stuff. Thank you for that. More lessons are being conjured up right now, and I'll let you know when we get ready to launch those, and we'll go from there. Thank you, everybody, for your continued support of this channel, and good luck writing contracts and making money. Gamestop, $130.12 down, $130.12 down, $1.02. Spire, $298.50. HIP, $3. ME up to 610. Matterport, 1657. 1402 on SoFi, 1092 on Rocket Lab. We've got Smart Rent at 818, up 93 cents. Sexterra's making a move. It's down 26 cents at 1131. IBM down only $1.93. The stock's 133.10. So it's through the 133 level, and it's still climbing. IBM is still climbing. Dow is up 182. We have 26 minutes to go. Microsoft up 98 cents. Apple is up 281 at 175 a share. Hit, I think it was 168, 169 the other day. Tesla up 131. And 82.15 for Royal Caribbean, up 329 on Goldman Sachs, looking very good here at 402.46. Cisco up 51 cents at 62.34. All right, there it is. The FANGs and the tech stocks are doing great. Growth stocks are having a good day today. We've had a tough week or two, so it's good to see some improvement here. And let's see. What else? What else is going on here? Go. Let's go. And let's go. You already have 1,600 shares. Jen, you're doing great. You got a good bunch of Matterport. You'll be able to write 16 calls at a time. If you do buy any of the 1250 calls, you'll just add to the ability to write more. It's up to you. Good job. I was talking about this strategy yesterday to a lot of my viewers who, they have 100 or 200 or 300 shares of Matterport. They have a few hundred SoFi. I've been saying to them, buy SoFi $10 calls, buy Matterport 1250 calls further out, and then get ready to write poor man covered calls when these shares break $20 a share and make some nice return on your money. And that way you've leveraged yourself up, and way to go. Anyone can do it, and anyone who has stock can buy contracts as well. Certainly, Matterport right now giving up a little bit of ground, making those contracts a little more affordable. 1651 on Matterport. Okay, let's go. Hey, Bruce, Uncle Bruce, I sold 3 $14 SoFi calls at 107 this morning for $10 for the paper average cost. Uncle Bruce, I sold 3 $14 SoFi calls this morning. I don't, Bobby, I don't understand what you're telling me. I don't get it. You wrote them. Did you write SoFi calls today at $14 calls today for $1.07? Is that what you did? And this went $10 for the paper average cost. This I don't understand. This I don't get. Kind of leaving me in the dark here. I don't get it. Okay. Okay. Yes, I wrote them. Okay. Now, why would you write SoFi $14 calls? Why would you write 14s? We're at $13.96 right now. We're at 59 cents. I don't understand. If his average is $10, that's great. Doesn't matter. Writing him pretty close to the market, but hey, it's up. It wasn't up when you did it, I guess. I don't know. I don't understand why you would do that. Okay. The Credit Savage is saying, Uncle Bruce, here's my staying at home update. I made $510 last week, and I made $650 this week on covered calls. Instead of paying a $3,000 a month on childcare, I am making money and staying at home caring for 3 kids while the wife works. Yay. Now, there you go. So you're, instead of $3,000 going out, you've got $1,160 coming in so far. This is pretty good. Yeah, I would say that's a $4,100 swing in your direction. Not bad. Nice going. Let's go. Yeah, Michael's saying, I sure hope they expire this Friday. Jen Doe, you can also write 16 contracts against the shares you own, or convert the shares to 1250 calls for even more leverage. And there you go. John Bigman saying, nice, Savage. Jen, I like the fact you have 1,600 shares. I love it. I think this is great. If you can bring in $1 a share in premium revenue, say every 2 weeks or every month even, once these shares pop through 20 again, that's $1,600 a month coming into your account. If you can bring in $1.50, it's $2,900. Very good. And if you have some extra cash lying around and you can buy 1250 calls at a $5 a piece or something. I don't know what they're trading for, so I'm just guessing. But if you buy some for a third of the price of the stock, you buy 5-10 calls, you'll be able to write 5 or 10 more Matterport calls, which means you'll be writing 21 to 26 calls at a time. And again, if you're bringing in $1 or so, $1.50, there's some serious coin coming your way. I like the position you're in. Okay, let's go. That makes sense, Joe. Thanks, JJ. Uncle Bruce, I heard that Matterport stock is expecting a dilution on January 18th. Please comment. I don't believe that's the case. Who cares? Still trying to build some confidence with the covered calls. I'm way too conservative right now. Robert, Auntie, I'm also thinking around the 26th would be a good period to get in. I'm going to keep an eye on the Matterport. And we'll see what happens. Again, Matterport has got financials coming out. They're going to have news coming out. They're being talked up like crazy as a metaverse stock. There are shares that are coming up free trading, but that doesn't mean new shares are being issued from the Treasury. They've already been issued from the Treasury. There is no new dilution of the company. There is just a release of shares that are tied up that are going to be free trading. That's all that's going on. Does it mean that everyone who's allowed to sell their shares will immediately go ahead and do so? Unlikely. Not with what Matterport has got coming up. It's possible a lot of these folks who have shares of Matterport will be able to now transfer them into their own trading accounts, and now we'll have liquid assets, additional liquid assets with which to perhaps qualify for a lower car loan or get a mortgage at a better rate, because their bankers are going, your Matterport shares are free trading. You've got 10,000 shares and they're at $18 a piece or $20 a piece. You have assets, liquid assets, because right now they're not liquid. Soon they will be. Not that they want to sell, but they could. And it's just nice to have more liquid assets as part of your portfolio. But again, some of you will view this as an absolute negative, and you'll look at this as an absolute disaster waiting to happen. And I'm thinking the stock's already been to $37 despite stock releases that have already taken place. And these will keep coming for all the SPACs all year long on a scheduled basis, and they will make no difference, big long-term no difference, because these guys are growing cash rich and they're making deals. And Smart Rent today comes out and says, here's a peek into our fourth quarter financials. Look at how we just upped our numbers. We beat the expected numbers that we had posted. And so I think we got some good days coming up ahead here for SoFi and others, but you have to buy into it yourself. Anyway, there you go. Scott says, I heard the same thing myself. There you go. There you go. Well, like I said, if you want to believe that Matterport is going to hit the skids because of this, you could be fooling yourselves big time, because I think the market is quite happy to gobble up any Matterport that comes in. That's just me. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Here you go. Joe, insider lockup expired Jan 21. I agree with Uncle Bruce, and don't see insiders wanting to get out. 50% off their all-time highs. They saw the stock go to $37. Why do they want to sell this stock now? They want to leave the company? They want to sell and walk away? I don't think so. No, I think these folks have hopes, dreams, and aspirations like we have that this stock's going to be a $60, $80, $100 stock. Why would you sell it at 16 when you have a vibe that this could go to a triple-digit price? And or could Matterport someday be a takeover target? And I think it could. I really do. I think Matterport someday will be a takeover target by somebody larger, maybe a Facebook, somebody like that, or it doesn't have to be a $1 trillion company to take them out. It's not whether we believe it, it's whether the street believes it. You're right. I agree, Auntie. I totally agree with you. And I mentioned, I don't ignore that. I don't hide that. But I warn you guys, worst case scenario is you sell on a perceived drop, and all of a sudden the stock reverses and goes up $5 in one day, and you go, why did I do that? Just saying. It's up to you. Very true, Auntie, from John. Ron, I don't care what happens to Matterport and SoFi in the short term. I just keep buying and buying. Long-term holds, $5,000 each. And there you have it. Sometimes the best thing to do is buy and hold. Buy and hold, buy and hold, buy and hold, buy and hold, and ignore everything else. Just buy and hold. That's the Warren Buffett way. You cannot get waylaid from your mission, because if you believe long-term in the stock, don't tinker with it. But hey, it's up to you. Up to you. Exactly, Ron. It's totally up to you. There you go. We are now 16 minutes away from the close of this session. We're up 163 on the Dow. We're up 38 on S&P. We're up 188 on NASDAQ. We're kind of holding most of these gains, kind of hanging on. Pretty good. We've got Rocket Lab at 1090, up 44. We have SoFi at 1396, up 60. Gamestop down 97 cents at 130.18. Matterport up 53 cents at 1641. We got ME up 3 at 608. Spire 296, holding a 31-cent gain. ATIP 302, up 4. Smart Rent up 85 at 809, 810 right now. Sextera down 27 cents to 1130. That's where we are right now. And there you go. There you go. Yeah, Auntie, I don't think we're thinking of selling. We're thinking about knowing when to get in, buy calls and leaps. Way to go. I'm with you. Good way. No problem. Very good. Matterport would be perfect addition for Street View. Socius, remember your thumbs ups, guys. Ori, agree completely. Ron, right on, guys. Right on. Yeah, I mean, if you can get some good timing and get a wave that works for you, great, great. But best laid plans sometimes don't work out. But hey, whatever. Let's see. Yeah, well, Joanne, yeah, Joe, yeah. The more probable down pressure is shorts taking advantage of paper-handed babies worried about lockup expiry will be temporary and always best to shake out the babies. See, I think that the further we go with these insider releases, the deeper we get into senior management because they're the ones with the majority of these positions. Secretaries and part-time employees and low-level employees, they don't have hundreds of thousands of shares coming free to them. Some of them get 1,000 here, 1,500 here, 5,000 here, 2,000 here. I mean, it's all nickel and dime stuff. The deep insiders, the top 10% of management of Matterport, they will get the bulk of these stock releases, and they won't sell any because they're being well paid for what they do, and they see the future. I mean, they are the future of the company. They're building the future of the company. So I just don't see a bunch of their stock coming up for sale. I just don't see it. I think that they are going to be happy that these are being released. They have more coming, and they're looking to get more stock options going forward to build their stock positions and become wealthier because they see the future of their wealth as a $100+ stock, and they're not interested in $16 a share. It's pennies on the dollar. That's my opinion. Everyone has their own. Michael says, "Let it dip. I could use some more." Nick, I'm number 188, buddy. Thumbs up. Good afternoon. And it's supposed to be TIO, not YIO. Nick, thank you, buddy. Austin, Matterport with that late afternoon drop. I don't know if anyone is privy to this, but Matterport was a perfect addition to Meta Roundhill Ball Metaverse ETF. It's the new Metaverse ETF that comes highly recommended. Very interesting. A lot of analysts are saying that Matterport is the perfect meta stock to get. Austin 128, I need a $3+ dip to get under cost. I need this thing to really drop for me to get a cheap deal here. Matterport now is sitting at 1644, up 56 cents. We have 13 minutes to go. The Dow up 162, S&P up 38, NASDAQ up 193. And we're coming into the final 12 minutes of the day. Okay. Uncle Bruce, in your expert opinion, does a regulatory circuit breaker being applied to a stock when it rises too fast have an effect like it does when applied to a stock on its way down? John, I hadn't heard of this. You were the one who mentioned it, I think, at the beginning of this chat when I launched the show. You were commenting on what happened here. And I've been trying to find this, and I can't find it. Someone asked you, where did you hear this so-called circuit breaker being applied to Spire? And then you mentioned to someone that it was on your trading software or something like that. I mean, I looked up the New York Stock Exchange. I looked up everywhere on Google to see anything anywhere about this. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm completely taken by it. I'm happy it happened, actually. I'm kind of happy it happened because that's telling me there was such a buy wave coming into this thing that the sellers just had no chance. I do agree with your comment, though. Let it go. Let it go another 30, 40 cents. But maybe this is creating more of a buzz on the floor for future reference. I don't know. We're at 296 right now on the stock. Anyway, that's all I've got. Your students are getting cocky and they're trying to do it their way, says Robert. Sextel, I read MTR has issues with 3D imaging outdoors. Joe, Auntie, that's great. Hopefully more funds will add. Austin, Mike, you got me on that one. I've got it at 1450. Alberto, T.O. Whisper, Auntie, buy 100 or 1,000 shares. Set it and forget it. It is the virtual future. Virtual future for the next 10 years. Its top 10 holdings include NVIDIA, Facebook, Roblox, Microsoft, Apple, Unity, and of course Matterport. And John, neither had I. I'd never heard of this either. Austin is laughing. John, Schwab shows it and it's still on. Schwab is showing this. So I don't know what to make of this, my friend. Did that Powell guy say anything newsworthy? Meta is a ticker. It could be. I wonder, John, is this just for you and not you personally, but for Schwab? Is this a Schwab thing only, not a market thing? A Schwab thing? I'm asking. I don't know. Let's see. Uncle B, what happened to the Spire short squeeze scenario you laid out a couple of months ago? Updates and thanks. I have no news on the short squeeze update thingy. This morning we were tossing around the idea that, do you think it's possible that Spire moved up today like it did because some kind of a release was made of some kind of a 30-day, 60-day timing thing came in, and all of a sudden a bunch of dough was released to people up north in Canada that could now buy this stock, or were they restricted from going in? Like, I have no idea. We're really trying to figure this out. We have no answers. The stock's up 31 cents, and we don't know why. We aren't complaining. We're not upset. And we'd like 10, 15 days in a row like this. So, let's see what happens. We'll let you know when we know. Thanks, Uncle B. Hey, John, thank you. I appreciate you telling us. There was no halt on it today, was there? I don't think there was an actual halt either. They don't call it a halt exactly. And could you show us your recommended stocks on the screen again? Give me a second. And go to the source NYSE halt page. Let's see. What else? Michael Downs. Hey, Uncle, I'm back after some crazy weeks and making a profit for once. Laugh out loud. Welcome. Welcome back. Let's see. Sold all of my Matterport options. Ron Williams. I sold all of my Matterport options. The stock reached $35 and bought stock. Did same with SoFi at 18. This strategy is working okay for me. We'll keep doing. Okay. Let's see. That just made me chuckle, and it's 14:44 right now. Okay. Don't know. All right. So now the stocks. Okay. Let's see if we can show off my favorite stocks. We do that by going here. No, we don't do that by going here. Or do we? No, we go here. We go here. And I believe we do this like this. Okay, these are my favorite stocks right here. Apple, Cisco, Facebook, GameStop, Goldman, Home Depot, IBM, Intel, Microsoft, Micron, and Vanek Vectors. Those are my favorite stock picks and the ETF. And then my favorite former SPACs, which are now known as ATIP, Cyxtera, ME, Matterport, Rocket Lab, SmartRent, Spire, and SoFi. Those are more of my favorites right there. Okay, grab a screenshot of that and enjoy. And let's see. Let's go. I don't know what this means. Bill, I don't know the answer to your question. This one is for your broker. I have no idea what that is. Of course, I found an article on the SEC website. URL is above. You may have to send me a private email, John, so I can get that. Let's see. Yeah, send me a private email on that one, and I'll look that up. All right, we're up 132 on the Dow with now 6 minutes to go. 130, 32-point gain on S&P, Nasdaq up 167. We're off the highs, but holding most of these gains, it would appear. I'll see if we have any rally in the last 5 minutes. There may be computer buy sell programs coming through here. I don't know. We'll see these algorithmic trading programs. Will do, says John. Thanks, buddy. We'll keep an eye on that. What else? I don't know. It's another one of those interesting days. I'll tell you, really interesting day. Spire 296.5 here. Spire volume on the day now 2.85 million. Wow. ATIP 301.5 up 3.5 cents. Smart Rent 810 up 85 cents. Volume on Smart Rent 1.247 million, 1.25 million. Very good day today there. I also read Spire is on the short sale restricted list for 2022. Is that a good thing? I have no idea what you're talking about. There's no such thing as an annual short suspension trading list. I don't know what that means. Anyway, I don't understand what that is. Next up, daily the short sale restricted lists are only 1 day long at a time, not for a year. Kind of confusing there. What is going on? Spire 296.5. Right here, and GameStop still at 129.99, down 116. Let's go. Michael is saying Sextel. It's on the short list for today, just today. Okay. There you go. Okay. All right. 150 gain, 158 gain. 158 point gain on the Dow, 39 on S&P, Nasdaq now 197. We're climbing here in the last 5 minutes, climbing dramatically. Nasdaq is pushing 200 again on the upside. S&P is up 40. It's moving. We're up 199.91 on Nasdaq, 165 on the Dow, and we are into the last 3 minutes of trading. Okay. And let's see if any orders are moving much here. 130.12 on GameStop, down 103. And Spire 296.5. We're up 4 on ATIP, 302. Okay. IBM now down 235 at 132.68, just under the 133 mark. Microsoft down 17 cents, where Apple's up 254. So a little difference there. Home Depot down 141, gone negative. Goldman up 364 to 402.81. Cisco up 51 cents to 62.32. 62.32. The Dow now 140, up 146, backed off a little bit. The Nasdaq at 189, backing off a bit. S&P up 37, backing off a little bit, with 2.5 minutes to go. So we're watching all kinds of last-minute shenanigans here. That's what's going on. Mike, it should be on the SSR for 3 months. That's what I think. There you go, John. Exactly, Mike. That's the way I was blown away when I was showing the way up. Have a good one, y'all. Splitter, you take care. Should I buy more SoFi today or wait till tomorrow? Austin, I don't know. SoFi, you decide for yourself. $13.96. Up 59 cents. This is cheap stock. They call it, what, 24? 26 is what the analysts are saying? It's $13.95. Andy says, wait for tomorrow. There you go. All right. Good night, Spur. You take care, Spur. John Gilbert, at some point in the future, I'd be curious to hear what you think of the VRRB. The Virgin Orbit deal closed and listed December 30, a SPAC, but a juicy $3 billion deal. Okay, we are up 164 again on the Dow, climbing again. 196 on S&P, climbing again. The last minute of the day here, another buy surge is coming in. Really got computer programs going everywhere here. All right. All kinds of crazy stuff going on. Stuff happening, guys. Excuse me. Okay, 296 on Spire, and 169 gain on 170. Yeah, 170 point gain on the Dow, 40 on S&P, 199 on Nasdaq. Okay. All right. 1 minute to go. Getting ready to shut her down. 1 minute to go. Yeah. Lobo Blast. I woke up from my nap. I feel great. Uncle Bruce, your stock picks don't include any of the former SPACs. You didn't see the other thing, did you? You didn't see the other thing. 296 on Spire. We are getting ready to shut down. And we're closing out 172 gain on the Dow, 41 in S&P. Nasdaq still showing 203. 203-point gain on Nasdaq. Larry, there it is. It's official. We're done. There you go. Okay, got it. Way to go, you guys. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out here. Looks like about a 170-point gain for the Dow, roughly 40 points on S&P, and 203 on Nasdaq, with a late surge in the last few minutes again, holding or setting relative highs. Maybe not all-time highs on the day, but doing fairly well. Double bell since I missed this morning, and there you go. Thank you all. The final quotes right now: Rocket Lab 1086 up 40 cents, SoFi up 57 cents to 13.94, GameStop down 97 cents to 130.18. Matterport up 51 cents to 16.39. ME up 3. Aspire 2.96. ATIP closed at 3. Smart Rent at 8.20, up 95 cents. And Sextera down 31. Okay. Yeah, of all the metaverse stocks, Matterport is the cheapest. Robolox would be next at $80. Once the market as a whole understands this, hang on to your hats. There you go. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Okay. Going to be entertaining. That's for darn sure. Smart Rent volume 1.3 million, 1.32 million on Smart Rent. Good volume today. The final counts are coming through. The Dow showing a 182-point gain on the final refinements here. 42 on S&P and 210 on Nasdaq. We really surged in the last 2 minutes. It really came on. That is a good sign. Again, a good start for tomorrow is possible yet again. Another shot. We'll see. Wowee. Thanks, everybody. You take care, Bruce. Thanks, Ron. Thank you. Alberto, thanks to you. And Larry, you got it, Alberto. Anti-PC, thank you, Cheddar. God bless you there. Yes. Let's take a look at any aftermarket anything at this point. Rocket Lab closed at 1086. It is not changing yet on the aftermarket. SoFi 1394. It's up a penny now, 1395 on the aftermarket. GameStop is up 30 cents on the aftermarket to 130.48. Matterport is up a dime at 16.49 on the aftermarket. ME is not trading yet. Spire is up 2 cents on the aftermarket, 2.98, a little higher. ATIP is up a penny on the aftermarket, 3.01. Smart Rent 8.13, down 7 cents on the aftermarket. Sextera, no change on the aftermarket, 11.26, still the same. There you are. I was on my soapbox in a meeting this morning and I missed the opening bell, says Larry. And there you have it. Well, we'll see how, maybe you'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully you'll be back tomorrow, Larry. Those people at your work, what's with these guys? I don't understand it. They have to understand you have functions to perform. I don't understand. Whatever. Well, we'll see. Alexander, is CPI adjusted down to 7%? Could be a rally tomorrow if it comes in below 7. Well, we'll see how that works for sure. CPI expectations reduced from 7.1 to 7. And as British Shilling, did you hear that the Cookie Monster got COVID? It's been confirmed. It was a Omicron variant. And do you like that one? Yeah, thank you. All right. Interesting stuff. IBM aftermarket, 132.77, down 7 cents. Microsoft ended up with a gain, by the way, up 71 cents. It was in the red. 2 minutes to go. Went up. Apple up 289. Goldman Sachs up 381. 402.98 aftermarket. It went up at the end of the day, and it's higher in the aftermarket. 403.05, up 7 cents again on Goldman. All right. Cisco 62.37 unchanged on the aftermarket. It was up on the day 55 cents today. And Amazon gained 77.52. It's down a quarter on the aftermarket. Facebook gained 6.30. It's up another nickel in the aftermarket. And Google was up 28 bucks. It's up 291 in the aftermarket. So the FANG stocks and others are rising in the aftermarket still. We have a rise going in the aftermarket here. That's an interesting move higher. Moderna was a loser today, down 12.31, 221 today. Surprising to see it lose again, but it did. But we had a lot of gains here. Intel up 70 cents and up another nickel in the aftermarket on Intel. Micron was up 31 cents. It's unchanged on the aftermarket, 94.20. So yeah, okay. There is the end of day stuff. It's Tuesday. Enjoy Costco. I went yesterday. Had to load up after the weekend away. Teenage boys eat a lot. Maybe next Tuesday. Can't. I'm not sure. Jen and I might be there today. We might be there tomorrow. We'll see what we need to do. Well, Uncle Bruce and my fellow simpletons, Credit Savage says, it's time to jet. You guys have a good night. Catch you guys tomorrow. Also, Uncle Bruce, the lamp is crooked. What lamp? What lamp are you talking about? Uncle Bruce says the ability to write calls depend on the volatility of a stock. So all our former SPACs might not necessarily be covered call writing candidates, or will they? Well, Karim, they are all candidates. You can always write well out of the money calls on any stock you want, anytime you want it. If you can bring in $50, for 3-4 days, and you're writing a way out of the money call, you can do it and bring in these $40, $50, $100 bills. I mean, even Rocket Lab. Look at Rocket Lab. It's 1086. I mean, if you want to write, a $15 call for the next expiry, maybe you'll make 25 cents. It's a question of how long out you got to go. Some of these are weekly, some are not. Like SoFi, 1394. You want to write tomorrow. You want to write SoFi's for this Friday. You might bring in $100 on a call, or $50 or $25 for well out. GameStop always gives you this kind of opportunity. GameStop, in the last couple of days of the week, you can write GameStop covered calls like 150s, 160s that expire on Friday. Might bring you $20, $50, $80, $120. These are you can do this on 4, 5, 6 different stocks. Bring in $50 to $100 on a bull. You bring in $300-$400. What's wrong with that every week? Thank you. The benefit of being an option writer, right? Why not? ME 609. You want to write $10 calls? Write $10 call. I don't know if you'll get anything for them. Maybe not for this Friday. But take a look. Spire, you're not going to get anything unless you're writing, way out calls. I don't think you want to do that. Not with a 31-cent day today. I think with Spire going up 31 cents, I don't think you want to be an option writer on Spire right now. Because there might be something cooking here, brewing, that, maybe this thing tomorrow is a catalyst for another move. I don't know. Let's check it out a few days and see what's going on with Spire. Maybe we're going to get back to a better level. Wouldn't that be nice? I think you all deserve it. Same with ATIP. Smart Rent, $8.20. You want to write $10 calls? Take your chances. Let's see how it opens tomorrow. It was up 95 cents today on Smart Rent. Isn't that lovely? That was lovely today. 1.32 million. Like that. Well, we'll see how it goes tomorrow. Okay. Anyway, there it is. We need a Crooked Lamp t-shirt, should I be selling puts instead of calls? No, not right now, Paul. No. Michael, January 21 Rocket Lab 15s are 5 cents. Jan 21 Rocket Labs. That's why no one's writing it. There you go. Yeah. Jan 21 Rocket Labs 15s are 5 cents. You're going to get $5 a contract. You're not going to write those. No. There you go. Okay. Okay. Well, maybe Rocket Lab will go to 15 tomorrow, and then those will be worth a lot more money, and you'll think about writing 20s for 5 cents. Never mind that. Let's just see what happens tomorrow. Guys, thank you for being here today. All of you who are becoming Gold members of this channel, thank you. Gold Bagel members, thank you. Also, those of you who are becoming Chilling with Uncle Bruce members and subscribers to this channel, thank you very much for being here. Appreciate all of that. We'll be on here tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning, and then we'll be on at 3 in the afternoon, and then tomorrow night, 8 o'clock prime time with your buddy for Gold Bagel members. only tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, the open Q&A. We'll be talking about all kinds of stuff tomorrow. Let's hope we have a nice, strong opening tomorrow morning. It looks very good. Technically, this looks very good. We have 219 thumbs ups for this afternoon show. Thank you very much for that. We have, I appreciate everyone who can pop a thumbs ups our way on these afternoon shows. It helps as well. Join me tomorrow morning. If you're a Gold Bagel member, keep your eye open for the pre-show, the quick 5-10 minute show I'll put together for you, the quick alert, and I'll give you alerts that of what happened overnight and what's going on tomorrow. Let's see what's going to happen. Thank you guys, all of you, for being here. Appreciate this. And let's see what's happening. Beach Boy, we'll keep an eye on things for you. And we'll see what's going on tomorrow. Tomorrow, good day to write 150s for this Friday in GameStop. We'll see how this market reacts. It was a quiet one today. Really weird day today. Kent, thank you, and you have a good one too. Thank you guys. Joe, I'm number 220, by the way. Thank you for being thumbs up number 220. Sweet dreams. Thank you, everybody. Take care, Michael. Thank you. And we'll see you tomorrow. First thing, and we'll see how we'll talk early before we start the 8:30 show. To all my Gold members, we'll let you know what I see and what's been happening overnight, and we'll figure out some strategies for tomorrow. Thank you, guys. Have a good one. Larry, thank you, buddy. You take care, and we'll talk to you guys later. Have a pleasant evening, everybody, and bye for now.